Hello and welcome to New Earth Lifestyles. I'm Janee King, host of the show. Thank you for joining us today. Today is May 1st, May Day, 2014. And today I have my guest on the show will be Norm Moody. Norm is one of the people that got me on the TV show, got me here in the station.
Well, thank you, Jane. It's a pleasure being here. Actually, it's quite an honor.
Oh.
And it really is. I always take it as a gift of honor because when I see a person who has been on my show and then they have their own show, it's pretty thrilling to know that maybe
like
I
the
had
daddy
that
of
little,
us all.
to have that little step for them to move on to a better one.
Yeah.
And I can remember the first time you actually came on, if you don't mind me saying it, you were really nervous when you first came on my
sure
show,
I was.
Yeah. And a lot of people are. Well, I think one of the things that you and I have learned is we have to learn how to make the people feel comfortable.
Right.
And as time goes on, and it happens, and
Yeah,
I'm just so excited. You have an excellent show, by the way.
Thank you.
I watch it every week.
You do?
Yeah, I sure do.
Cool.
I always make sure.
One of my fans already. We'll gong to that.
Oh, okay. And I understand that you. In fact, I know that you're going to be at our psychic event.
That's right. May 18th.
17th.
May 17th, the Norm Psychic event in Londonderry.
Yeah, it's called the Healing Tree Wellness Center and Spa.
Healing Tree Wellness Center and Spa in Londonderry, and May 17th, 10 to 5.
Yep.
I'll be there reading feathers and selling drums, and Norm will be there reading.
And it's going to be a great ball.
How many people you got coming?
I think we got 7 or 8 readers and vendors.
And so 17 in all vendors.
Yeah.
Different kind of things going on.
Yeah, and it's going to be exciting. We're doing it for the animal shelter, as you know. It seems like you and I, Jane, as spiritual people, okay, I like to use that term because we all have different ways of readings and stuff.
Yep.
It seems like we always gravitate towards helping the animals.
We do. I know I do.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know why, but I just have a big heart for animals, as you do.
Yeah, and
you're a dog person. I'm a dog person.
Yeah, and my roommate is a cat person.
Scott's a cat person.
Oh yeah, and but it seems like spiritual people I think because we like the energy that the animals have.
Yeah, well, they're really honest, aren't they?
They really
don't have that
are.
ego that gets in the way, or some of the personality.
I have an ego all the time. Sometimes my ego goes out here, then I have to blank it in,
Right. Well, I think we all do. I mean, we're all working on ourselves, hopefully one way or the other, and that's what this show's kind of about: New Earth Lifestyles, giving people an opportunity, giving you, the viewer, an opportunity to look at life from a different perspective, and look at ways of bringing more joyful enjoyment in your life, more fun, more happiness, and look at things that are bothering you and find ways to let them go.
Boy, this is really different.
Sitting over
there
on
the hot seat.
What's different about it?
I'm not asking the questions this time.
That's right. You can you can take a break when I'm talking doing my thing.
There you
my
go.
Spiel.
What I find interesting too is I met a wonderful lady yesterday who was on my show. Her name is Lori. Lori Palmer Otto. And the one thing she and I both agreed on, I think you do too, is that we all have psychic ability.
Yes. Okay. Everybody, all of us have psychic ability.
Absolutely. Even our cameraman, if he doesn't.
Yes, let's go on to John. Thank you, John, for setting us up and for being there for us. And he turns everything on and did all this nice artwork for me.
Isn't that beautiful artwork?
Yeah.
They do a tremendous job here
They
at the
do.
studio.
Thank you to Manchester Public TV, manchestertv.org, because gives us an opportunity to get out here in the public eye and share the messages that are dear to our own hearts, like you do on Norm and Friends.
Yeah.
So Norm's on Wednesdays from 4 to 6.
Right.
Live show.
Yeah.
And today 2 to 3 I'm live. And thank you to Norm again for
my pleasure.
being my mentor in getting me to step up and ask for a show, and I had a 30-minute show for a long time, and then this February just went to 1 hour live, so
it's
awesome,
exciting,
isn't it? Yeah.
Folks, give us a call at area code 603-413-0223 if you have any questions for us.
That's right. If you want to call in right now, call in and check in, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Mayday
Just be
in
nice
Manchester.
to me.
Be nice to you. Everybody's nice. This is a nice show. This is about
Yes.
love. This show's
Yeah.
about love and compassion and caring, right? The new earth lifestyles, which is, we're all walking into.
How did you get that
Oh.
name?
How did I?
Yeah.
The same way I got the show, by meditation.
The spiritual
Spirit kind of
rising.
said, what's the name? And actually, when I went and talked to Brendan to see if I could have a show, he said, okay, what are you going to call it? And that just came through, New Earth Lifestyles. And
Yeah.
I might have been thinking of it before that, but
Isn't it amazing how the spirit gives us these names?
absolutely. The unseen world is so powerful and strong and loving and wants us to succeed.
Yeah. You know, it took me a lot of years to learn about angels. I used to block them.
You blocked them?
Oh yeah.
So tell me how
Eagle.
they came through for you.
Well, I started with the spiritual guides. I have 3 with Dr. McAllister and Dr. McClutcher.
You have what?
3 spiritual guides.
You have 3 spiritual guides,
Yeah.
and how did you meet them?
As you know, they come with us when we're
Yes,
born.
yes, they're all
okay?
around us, but we
And
don't-
as a
you-
child, I used to hear all these voices. We're going to help you. Because I was an abused child. I'm not going to go into my life history of being abused, because that's not really relevant.
Well,
But-
sometimes that ties into people
Yeah.
being more psychic than others.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
coming from an
because
abusive
you have
situation.
to live that path.
Because I know for me, I had a difficult childhood too.
Yeah.
So
And-
how did you meet your spirit guide?
I was in my room, and all of a sudden I heard my spiritual guide saying, "We are with you. We are with
and what
you
did you do?
always." And I
Did
get
you
scared.
kind of look around like,
Yeah,
what's that?
yeah, because there were all these little. You know how you see all these little ghosts on TV? Remember when they used to have all these little black, and this is all flying around in my room. There was a thunder shower,
Okay.
and all these little spirits were running around, and I came under the blanket, and I was shaking. And I kept hearing, "We are with you. Do not be afraid.
Wow.
We are with you." And also, then Dr. McAllister, McClutcher, and McIntyre. Okay, they all said, "We are here to help you."
Those are their names?
Yeah,
And they told you their names? Or did you
Yep.
learn that over time?
over time.
Over time.
Yeah, didn't come up with it over
And
time.
so when you were scared and you went under the covers and you heard that voice, that helped calm you down?
It really did, and I
Wow.
slept
And you knew that they were benevolent, loving guides.
right. And I also knew I was spiritual as a child because my dad had shot this dog, and I don't know why, but that's not, and we had buried it. But I did a memorial service, and I had,
Oh.
you know how they wore these little things around, the ministers or the priests wore like a thing over here,
Okay.
and I had my Bible, and I was
Really?
reading it. I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Wow.
And I'm reading passages from the Bible, and I'm doing the dust to dust, earth to earth thing, and all that. I
Wow.
did the blessing and
All
and
by
all the
yourself, or
people.
did you have people around?
Yeah, I had people around me,
Oh, wow.
and I was doing all this, and then I started growing. One of the biggest things I remember, Jane, as I got into the spiritual world was I could always remember I was 5 years old, and I went to a church mass, a midnight church service,
Okay.
in pajamas, and this lady who was my foster mother,
Okay.
took me in because I didn't walk until I was like 4 years old.
Really? You didn't
Yeah.
walk until you were
I didn't
4?
walk until I was 4 years old, 3 or 4, and I didn't talk until I was like 3 years old.
Wow.
They said I guess I had a slow development area, and I
Okay.
had like polio or whatever. And
I
my
see.
mother says I never stopped talking since.
Why don't you learn to dog? Gong on that one.
There you go. And,
We're all talkers.
But I
Agreed.
always knew I never fit in with anybody.
Really?
Never really fit in with anybody.
Uh-huh.
I used to hide on people. You would never know it today.
Uh-huh.
But I used to hide behind a refrigerator, or I used to go and hide around people. Then I became mean and all that stuff, but it wasn't who I was. I was never comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And
that's-
I
well,
get it
when you become you act out like that, maybe in a mean way, it's probably because that's your only way of defending yourself.
Yeah, and I wanted attention.
And you wanted attention.
You know.
Right. And they say that that we have 2 masks in life. One's a loving mask and one is a hate mask.
And
do
I
you
was
agree that
bullied a
that one of
lot,
those-
and I was
You
bullied
were.
and bullied and bullied, and I became the bullier.
Yeah.
So either way, folks, being a bully or being bullied, there's a no-win situation there.
And you
Nobody
usually both.
wins.
You usually were bullied before in order to become a bully.
Yeah.
And I know when I grew up, I was a child of 7. I was a third of 7.
Yeah.
And so I was bullied when I was by my 2 older siblings, my mother, my sister, and my brother. And then when my younger brother came along, and my younger sister, my 2 younger brothers, I was pretty rough on the younger ones because that's what you do. You learn when you're put in that situation, and then you can't wait. I don't know if you can't wait, but You know,
yeah, it's my turn now.
My turn now. So you get the younger ones that you're bigger than them, so you can push them around.
Yeah, and I was the youngest.
And I look back and I'm sad about that. And my brothers and sisters that are younger than me, we all get along now and everything. And I've told them I'm sorry for.
Well, I
this to you, doing that to
unfortunately,
you.
I never was able to make up with my brothers and sisters.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
but
too
I
bad.
believe I have in the spiritual world.
yeah.
Okay.
Have they crossed over?
Yeah, every one of them. I'm
oh,
the only
really?
one that. Yep.
They've all died.
Yeah,
How many did you have?
I had 8 brothers and sisters altogether. 5 sisters and 7 of us brothers. 7 brothers. I'm the 8th one.
Oh, yeah, the 8th one.
Yeah,
So you had a bigger family than me.
Yeah,
you
and my
had
mother
5
died when I was
sisters.
6 months old.
Your mother died when you were 6 months?
Yeah.
Wow. And
So,
what happened to you then as a child?
I
as
went into
little
a
baby?
foster home. I went into my aunt. I went to different foster homes and like
so
that,
you passed around-
because I
oh.
wasn't supposed to live because this whole side was this is all plastic surgery.
Oh, I see.
But and I always figured this is why I believe I
You
had to
weren't
go to this
supposed to
journey.
live. Wow.
I only weighed 2 pounds.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, me too. But
Wow.
this is why I say when I hear people, "Oh, my mother did this to me," or "My mother won't buy me an iPad," or what do they call it, iPhone,
Something, yeah.
or whatever, a new computer. Whatever. You know what, folks? Be lucky you had parents.
That's right. Be lucky to have a family.
Okay, I kind of grew up on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of, you remember I always think about that boy who grew up in the woods with the animals.
Yeah.
This is the way I grew up.
Wow.
I never knew what a Christmas was until I was like 18 or 19 years old.
Really?
Seriously.
So you grew up, I know, in Springfield near
Right.
McDaniel's Marsh, and
Yeah.
was it a dam there like it
Yeah.
is today?
Yeah.
Wow. So you kind of roamed through the woods.
Yeah, and we had a little
like a
Indian
wild kid.
house. Yeah, we had a house.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, my father would forget to pay the light bills.
Uh-huh.
I know what it's like to carry water into the house. I know what it's like to have an outhouse and all that. But you know what? I didn't know I was poor.
Right.
I didn't know I was really that much different.
Good. That's great. That's
And,
because you had a rich life.
Yeah, I have a fulfilled life.
You had a big family. So are you the youngest?
Yeah, but I didn't know my family
No.
because by the time I got there, they'd all left home.
Oh, really? So you were very much younger than the
Right,
rest of your
right.
sisters and brothers.
Right, and I think that with my dad, and for a long time I had a lot of resentment towards him, for years and years until just recently with my friend Bob Wattel, he took me up to Springfield, where you said I was going to go. I can.
You said, no, I don't want to go back there. My family homestead, no.
And I went through with my friend Bob Wattel,
Uh-huh.
and I went to McDaniel Marsh.
Yep.
Okay, when I was growing up there, it was a brook.
Really?
Yeah.
So the dam wasn't there then?
No, it was being built after I got older, about 10 or 11 years old.
I
They
see.
built it then.
Okay.
And we used to go swimming there all the time.
Oh, wow.
Take off those little bloodsuckers and throw them in, and all
yeah.
that. But you know what? We found things to do.
Right.
We didn't have time to sit on. We were told that, I can remember cutting wood to keep the house going. I can
Yeah.
remember all these different things, but you know what? I don't have time for that anymore.
No.
I
Well, you
learned.
live in a modern world where
Yeah.
you just turn on the heat.
Yeah. And that's why I think I appreciate it today. I live in a world that I'm happy in.
Good.
Okay, I live in
Happiness,
a
that's what
world,
we want. We'll go on to that. Take a breath.
and I live in a world, and I used to hear, and all through my life, I'd hear these spirits and these angels, not really listen to me because I became an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
I was born an alcoholic, so
Yeah.
it's and I resented my dad. But then I got thinking, you know what? My dad didn't put that alcohol in my hand. My dad didn't make me drive behind the car. Luckily, I never lost my license for DWI.
Mm-hmm.
My dad didn't make me do all the things. I chose to do this. And as I got older,
Yeah, taking responsibility
Right.
for who you are.
as I got older, I realized that. And then I lived on the dark side of the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean by the dark side?
I'm not really familiar with the dark side.
Okay.
I try to avoid
Okay. Do you
the
mind if I
darkness.
explain what it is?
If you want.
Okay.
If you want.
I'm not going to go into heavy detail.
Yeah, so
but
just
the
give
dark
us
side
your
is a
your
negative
life-
energy.
Negative energy.
Right. Like
being-
I could tip a table with just a spirit.
You could?
Yeah, I could lift a table up like that at one time.
Wow. Why is that considered dark side?
Because it was working with the dark side.
Because you were working with
if you want to, the evil spirits and the
evil
negative spirits.
Huh.
I would do seances when I was drinking and doing drugs, and you never do that when you're, you
No.
know what I mean?
That's right, because the spirits that resonate with drugs and drinking will come in.
Yeah, and they do, you know. And I've
those are
actually
the dark side. That's definitely
seen
true.
people, whole body turn into a demon type thing.
Ah, wow.
Okay.
How old were you then, Norm?
Oh, I think I was, let me see, probably 24. No, I was like 31 or 32.
Okay.
You know, for a lot of years, I lived on the dark side.
Uh-huh.
I went to born-again Christian churches trying to get rid of everything, trying
Right.
to do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me that they prayed with me that they could heal me from being gay. Okay, and all that stuff. And I said, okay. And I really believed them. And next thing I know, all the people that were in that church turned their back on me. And I said, well. And then I got drunk one day. I said, this is Christianity. I don't want any part of it. And then I slowly, and actually, we moved out here to Manchester. I went a little forward. And I walked out of a job, nursing job. I walked out, and it was at 11 o'clock at night. And I had a choice. Either keep on drinking and hurt somebody, or walk out and start all over again. By pure spiritual faith is where I am today.
So what happened?
I walked away, no job. I ate at the shelter. I lived in a house I shouldn't have been in, but I was there, and the angel allowed me to stay there. And then I met the most terrific woman. If you met her, you would love her. She has the HIV positive, and the spirit has kept her alive. And she looks at me one day, she says, who the hell are you to feel sorry for yourself? I'm there, what do you mean I'm not? Or, you know, the old pity party. She says, I don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow or not. And you're sitting there feeling sorry for yourself? I may not see my children grow up. And
Wow.
you're feeling, oh yeah.
So that changed your life.
Her boyfriend came and got me at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Wow. So he got you a job.
He got me
What
a
were you-
job
what were
working
you
for a
doing?
labor. I worked for a labor world, one of those temporary job services.
Oh, okay.
I had never done manual labor in my life. $6 an hour, but you know what? That $6 an hour was the most precious thing to me.
Wow. And how old were you then?
I was in my 40s.
In your 40s.
Took me a
then.
long time
Yeah.
to get where. And I can remember I ate at the shelter. And I can remember all the, because I used to do a lot of volunteer work at the shelter. Ooh,
Okay.
don't touch me, you know, and stuff like that. I always thought I was better. That's where the ego came into play.
Right, right.
You know, oh, don't touch me, you know, clammy. Also, I can remember sitting there, Jane, and they said to me, did you lower yourself to us?
What does that mean?
In other words, I always thought I was better than they were.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? I did a lot of, and you know what? No. I come to realize, and I said to the gentleman, no, I didn't lower myself to you. You are higher than I am. Because
Did that change you?
Oh, immensely.
Yeah. When you saw it, how other people were seeing you.
Right.
Because that's like looking at a mirror, isn't
Yeah.
it? When people say things to you that you don't think is you,
Yeah.
and it's sort of mirroring back to you how other people see you.
Yeah. And this one woman gave me a pair of moccasins
Really?
at the shelter.
Wow.
You know, I started crying. Because remember that saying that you walk a mile in the Indians' moccasins? And this is
Yeah.
what I thought about. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
I
yeah,
had to
walk
walk
a
into
mile in my
that.
shoes and see how it
I
feels.
got on, yeah, I got on my knees in the apartment I was living at, and I said, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. And
Wow.
you know what? He says, it's up to you now
To what?
to get my new apartment and start creating my whole life. I'm not going to tell you what was earning and creating, but I love who I am today.
Right.
I love
Well,
doing
that's
the
the
readings.
main thing is that you love who you are today.
Yeah.
All of us.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this is all
And
about.
that's why I got into these.
Yep. So
as
tell
you
me
know.
about the cards that you
The
bought.
playing cards are really like
They're just regular playing cards.
regular playing cards,
Uh-huh.
okay? What I'm going to ask you to do is every card here has a meaning for every person. Not one card, but like Nine of Diamonds to me will tell you that you
Just
have,
regular.
okay, Nine of Diamonds will represent to you, okay, all right, will represent one thing for you, for energy, okay?
Okay.
But then it's someone else, and Nine of Diamonds may represent something differently. It never
Okay.
goes in the same true pattern.
I see. So every card in the deck
has a different
has
meaning.
a different meaning for everybody.
Right.
But does it have a general meaning for people? Like the 9 would mean, and the diamond, would those be general meanings that are the same?
Usually it's good news.
Okay, usually
Okay, good prosperity and stuff like that. Yeah, and what comes with the cards. Like the 7 of diamonds, always know. Let me see if I can find the 7 of diamonds here. The 7 of diamonds. Okay, here we go. The 7 of diamonds right here would always represent money.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the one you want to pull, huh?
Yeah.
7 of diamonds.
Yeah,
And why is that?
7 of diamonds because the 7 of the spirits tell me the 7 of diamonds. That's what it's going to represent, money.
Okay.
And the problem is depends on what goes with it. If it's a spade or if it's a club, that means you've had a lot of problems with money.
Okay.
And if you get like the 7 of diamonds here, we got the 9 of diamonds here, represent you're going to do okay financially, and then this is where what I'm seeing, and then we're going to.
So there's an intuitive part. So there's a general meaning, but you, as a psychic, would read whatever the cards are telling you about me, or about the specific person that you're reading.
Yeah, it's not a general type thing. Like some people do tarot cards.
Yep.
And some people do angel cards, and when an angel, I'm going to have you shuffle those, please. And like when the angel cards and tarot cards, they all usually have the same meaning for a person. With me, I look at them, I study them, and technically, I use them. I don't really need cards, but I use them because I think people feel more comfortable when they see cards.
Yeah,
they like to see what's going on with it.
Yeah, they can remember, have something to remember.
Like as you were growing up as a child, you've always been inspirational. You've always been the person who's been within yourself, searching for who Janee King is.
Yes, that's
searching
correct.
for who Jane is, and you're finding out that Jane is a romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Jane is a loving, caring person.
Right.
That her journey has never been easy.
Right.
But she also has. You're also. I'm going to tell you. You are also a very intelligent person that needs to allow your intelligence to work a little bit more for you.
What does that? How do I do that? So
start procrastinating on your decisions.
Oh.
Be more spontaneous with it.
More spontaneous with my decisions, so like faster
Yeah.
decision making.
Yeah, because you weigh things out. You're a typical accountant.
Virgo as well.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Yes.
where I'm more, I'm a Leo, so I'm more.
You step right up and do it.
Right, I'm a headstrong idiot at times.
My mother was a Leo.
But the one thing that I will say about you or I say, is that if we make an error, we make a mistake, we're the first ones to apologize for it.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, and you know what? That took me a long time.
Me too.
And I used to, Jane, I always thought that when I first started my TV show, I was a pioneer of psychic readings on TV. I really was. At least, like I said. And I had an ego like there was no tomorrow. I even had my own little room when I did private readings at the studio when I did psychic events,
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I had a little, I was the Mr. King.
Oh, boy.
Wendy Stevens knocked the ego off of me.
She did?
No, she sure
Wendy?
did. Yes, sirree.
How did she do that?
By saying, because I used to make fun of all the other readers.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I was really ego.
I guess so.
Oh, yeah, and she says to me, Norm, I go, what? She says, what do you say about me when I'm not around? You know what? That made me to thinking. And then I have another friend, her name was Jane Schultz. Okay, I don't know if you know her or not.
No, what's her name?
Jane Schultz.
Jane Schultz.
Okay, she says, get rid. I don't know how many times she says to me, "Get rid of your ego. Get rid of your ego." And I don't have an ego. I don't. Then one day, Jane, I looked in the mirror. Oh, mirrors are horrible sometimes. But
they're good. They're good. We need mirrors because
they do.
We have to see who we truly are.
And the mirror said to me, "Who do you think you are?"
Wow.
Wow.
The mirror said that to you?
Yeah. The voice come back at the mirror, and
my head says that to me all the time.
Oh, yeah. And I said, why? You think you're better than these people? They went, wow. Yeah, you're not. I said, I'm not? No. And as a witness, I went to turn the water on. He goes, no, not that one. You use this one. I had to turn on cold water.
And who's he?
The spirit made me use the cold water
to
wash my face and all that. He says, now you're cleansed. And I'm like, okay.
So is this one of your spirit guides?
Yeah. And so I went back out into the studio. I was blind then, I had the cane and all that.
You were blind?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was
Really?
blind for a long time.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was blind for like 5 years.
Wow, what happened?
Cataracts and other things. I was born almost blind as it was.
Oh.
And then in 20 minutes, I got my eyesight back.
How?
I went to, they removed the cataract or whatever things. They put a couple of new lenses in there.
Okay.
This eye never grew.
I see.
Yeah. But so then I went on the air and I said, I got something to say. And all of a sudden I heard, oh, here we go again. I said, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know this. I am not the star. You are the star.
Mm-hmm.
You are the star. And the people that are watching out there. And one of my friends says, you heard it first. You heard it first here, But I also will tell you how I got involved with the angels was this lady brought me with the most beautiful statue of an angel with running water. You plugged it in, that blue come up.
Okay.
And I go, no.
You were a man. You didn't know this was an angel thing.
Then I started getting other, even in the mail, I got angels.
Somebody's giving you a message?
Yeah. I said, okay. Now, I love working with my angels today. I love working with my spiritual guides.
So how do you
both.
do that? Maybe you can explain to people watching. How do you work with your angels and your spirit guides?
I ask them, when I'm not sure of something, I will go into a meditation type thing. And if you don't mind, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Okay. Angels of all the light. Then I start seeing beautiful colors.
Uh-huh.
I'll see gold and I'll see yellow, like with you. I'm seeing, as I close my eyes looking around, there's a lot of healing coming into your brain area.
Mm.
I'm not saying you have anything wrong, but there's some thoughts that your mind is always, okay? It's like you have a lot of energy.
My accountant mind.
Okay? But what I'm also going to tell you, is this is what I see a lot of red and a lot of yellow. Mm-hmm. Which tells me that we're in the right place at the right time. Okay. I also have a message for your dad for you, if I may.
Oh, okay. Well, this is probably coming from there.
Okay. Is there something inside here?
Just feel it, yeah.
Okay. Your dad was a hard hitter, wasn't he?
What does that mean?
That means he had a very powerful way about himself.
Very powerful.
He was a very strong, powerful man.
Yes.
Okay. He was also a very intelligent man.
Yes, he was, even though he didn't graduate from high school.
He didn't have to. He said he knew more than the so-called graduates.
That's what he always said. He knows more than anybody college educated.
Right. He also was a very hard worker, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Okay. He always had trouble with his spine, but he never told anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I want you to know he is apologizing for not being as close to you as he should have been. Okay. But he didn't know how. Mm-hmm. Okay. I know that you feel like he favored others over you. This is what he's telling me, okay? And he wants me to let you know that he apologizes for that. Your mother also passed? Mm-hmm. Was there a lot of friction between your mother and him?
Not that I was aware of.
Okay.
Maybe at the end there was.
Yeah, because I know they're together now.
Yes, they are.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of, a blue smoke, like either a cigarette smoke or a pipe smoke or something like that.
Well, my father smoked until he was, I don't know, 40-something.
And I'm also seeing a glass of wine, which it could be and the wine also will represent blessings of one another.
Oh.
Like in a communion or something like that. I'm also seeing your mother was very talented in many ways. Mm-hmm. Okay. Was she a homebody person?
She was.
She was a housekeeper,
stay-at-home
right?
mom, yeah.
But she kind of resented that.
Did she?
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. She was a good mom. She did her dutiful things. In other words, she did what she had to do, but she would have been a career woman if she could have been. But she also was very strong psychically.
Probably.
But she was afraid of it.
Yep.
Your dad was also afraid of it. Your dad was very powerful in the world. You would hear it in his abilities.
Did I? I was wondering who's.
You're picking up.
I used to think it was my mother that I took after, and then I took care of my dad for the last 5 years of his life, and then I realized, wow, I have a lot of those traits that he's got. And he was a very compassionate person that I didn't see.
Right.
I never saw that part of him growing up.
He also will tell me he's very honored that he gave you the gift that you have.
Oh.
He gave it to you.
Yes, I realized that after I spent a lot of time with
he
him.
also
Thank you, Dad.
is very grateful for the care that you gave him.
Mm.
Okay. Now, you did this single-handedly, right?
Yeah, just me and him.
Yeah. You really got to know him, didn't you?
I did. More than I ever thought I would.
Isn't it amazing?
It is amazing because I didn't, like you said in the beginning, I never knew him all of my life.
Did you wear a hat?
Yep.
Was he tall?
Yep.
Kind of slim at times? And
He used to be slim. Yeah, when he was younger, he was slim.
Then he kind of got a little, as we get older,
Yeah,
you know.
As we get older. Well, he was 89.
He had a weird sense of humor. This is what he's telling me. He had a dry sense of humor. In other words, people did not know whether he was serious or whether he was joking. And like with you, if people don't know you, you had that. He also was a very proud. Oh, was he a Native American?
Well,
he had a lot. He had a lot of it.
It was in his background, but he didn't. He didn't.
He didn't
want to know about it.
No. Because
his father squelched any genealogy or any knowing of that.
Yeah, and that's what he said when he was growing up. It was an embarrassment to the father, to your grandfather.
Right.
Okay, but he says to you, please don't be embarrassed by it.
Oh.
Okay. Please. Your father is also saying to me to tell you to be proud of your heritage.
Thank you.
He's sending you to Wyoming.
He is?
Yep.
Wow. When?
He said, you will know in my time.
Okay.
Not your time or mine, but his time. Your mother's dancing, by the way.
Is she?
Who made the homemade bread?
My mother used to cook, but we'd never had homemade bread. That was
your grandmother?
We didn't have a lot of homemade bread.
Because I smell homemade bread and I smell pies and stuff like that. I also want to let you know you've always been a person of, you used to be called a sorceress.
Really?
In your past life, yeah. You were like a wizard. Okay. And you've traveled these paths in the wooded areas for many, many years.
The wooded areas?
You've always been. You like the woods?
Oh, yeah, I love the woods.
Yeah,
I go out in the woods every day now that it's spring.
Yeah, because that's more your forte than the water. I'm not saying you don't like water, but I think you're more guided to the wooded area. I also am going to have to tell you that you need to get some maple bark.
Okay.
And some white birch bark.
Okay.
And I also need to explain to you that you need to look it up and see what it's for.
Okay. Birch bark and maple bark.
Right. And other kinds of bark, because you're a healing medicine woman. Okay, and this is going to be part of the healing that you're going to be learning. Stop learning about others. Teach yourself. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say about that. Yeah. What do you think? What are these?
These are other things I brought for you to read.
Okay.
In case you wanted to read something.
Sure.
But I figured I'd wait until time was right.
Yep. I guess it's right now.
Okay. I guess it's right now.
Folks, if you have any questions, give us a call at 413.
Yeah. So that's something I wanted you to read.
Okay, 413.
I'll just put it there so people can see it for a minute, and then you can pick it up. What are you getting from that?
Was that a gift to you?
Yes, it was.
By someone very special, huh?
Yeah.
Was it a child?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sensing that there was a lot of energy that was given to you with love in this bird. I'm also sensing that the gift that this person gave to you. Has this person crossed?
Yes, she has.
Was she like a sister to you, or a close friend?
She was a mentor.
Okay. A teacher.
Teacher.
Yeah. Well, she said she was your sister in spirit. Okay. I'm also telling you that she's very happy where she's at.
Yes.
Okay. I also going to tell you that.
You want to hold it? Will that help? Or?
Okay. No. I also going to tell you that she was gifted. I'm getting a lot of it's going right through me.
Ooh, yeah.
She had a great gift of love.
She did.
Love. I'm getting the word love. Love. Okay. Love. There. I got to stop her because she wanted that out, but she wants you to understand.
Okay.
Love. Okay. And she said healing. She also was a healer. in many ways,
own
wasn't
way,
she? She taught you a lot, didn't she?
She did, by her way she was.
She taught you. She says, "Have you got have you got rid of a lot of the anger that you have?"
I think I have.
Okay, and she said that she is very honored to have worked with you. Okay, she wasn't that old, was she?
Not relatively speaking.
No, she was like in her late 70s.
Because I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know how old she was.
She was in her late 70s, she told me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
She wasn't. I don't. She wasn't. Didn't. I don't. She never seemed that old to me.
And did she wear glasses? I've seen glasses.
No.
Like here. Okay. Okay.
Not when I saw her. Anyway.
Probably when she read, you
Maybe.
know. But I also will tell you that she's truly blessed that she's known you. I also will tell you she left quite a legacy.
Absolutely, she did.
Okay. And she has no regrets for how she treated people.
No.
She was firm but honest. She also, if she wasn't, I also am looking at, she played that harp music going. You like harp music?
I do.
There's a lot of harp music going around her.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting love. All right. Love. You communicated with them, right? And they will tell you what they want you to hear. You
That's
know,
right.
love. She says, ooh, she's yelling at me.
What is she saying?
She said, if you're going to preach love, you better act love.
Wow.
That's a heavy message,
That's
isn't
a
it?
big message for you.
Yeah,
For
for
all
both
of
of
us,
us.
all of us.
You know, folks, I am so great, and I think you are too. We're great at telling people, love each other. You know, love each other, but we forget to practice what we tell other people to.
We do. And that's one thing that this show is all about, because I'm always finding new ways to love myself.
She said she knew you were going to have your own show.
Oh, wow.
She said she knew it, but she would not tell you until the time was right. She's guiding you as she sits there today. She is sitting at your left side. That's just how she was saying on here.
Okay.
And she said, do you listen to the birds?
Absolutely, I do.
Do you hear what they're saying?
Yes, actually, I was driving down 89 today, coming here, and I needed to call a friend, and I needed to tell her I couldn't do something for her, and a great blue heron flew over, which for me meant aggressive self-determination, which made me stick to my guns and not give in, because I normally would have broken down and given her what she wanted, but I already made up my mind that I didn't want to do that. And when I saw that bird, that was the message that bird gave to me in that moment.
Do you listen outside when you wake up in the morning? Do you listen
I
to the
do.
birds?
I have when the mourning dove just came back, the spring, and the robins are here, and the song sparrow. I do listen
Do
to
you
birds.
listen to the pollywogs?
Pollywogs.
Baby frogs.
I didn't know they made sounds.
Oh, yeah, they're chirpy. You know, she says, listen to nature. Listen. By the way, you're moving farther into the woods.
I am.
You like the wooded area?
Well, I'd like to be in the sun, so I don't. But I would rather be off the beaten path.
Yeah, okay. And I also will tell you that you're going to be until you're 101 years old.
Really? I already knew that.
Okay.
Thank you.
She said, stop hesitating and write that book. I'm the same way. Oh, okay.
Get a block time.
I also will. Did she die of cancer?
No.
She told me it's none of my business. Okay, I respect that.
She
Sometimes
died-
they don't always want us to know.
No. She might have had that because she was very private.
Yeah,
She would
when
only
she
tell
told
certain
me,
people
yeah.
certain things.
She
so.
said, I will give you the messages. You don't ask me questions. Who's a Suzanne? What was this lady's name?
Mary.
Mary. Was she related to? Did you meet a Suzanne in your travels?
I have a sister, Sue.
No. Okay.
Suzanne.
Okay. Do you communicate with her?
Yes.
Okay, because she wants you to communicate more.
More. Okay.
There's
I
some
don't
kind of an
communicate.
illness with her. Okay, so we have to start a spiritual healing with her.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Folks, birds do carry messages.
Yes,
we
they
have to listen to them.
Have to listen to the birds.
When I see the one thing that I see, when I see a hawk and a crow together, the hawk is a very strong messenger bird,
Yes.
and the crow is sending you a sign that someone's passing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when I see them two together, then I say, oh, here we go. Folks, I have no formal training. I'm like you. We don't have formal training. Do you have formal training?
Not in psychic abilities.
No, I was this. I love it when all these people, Jane, they go on. I studied online, or I went to this teacher, and then I went to that teacher. I said,
well, there are some things that help you to enhance your abilities.
Oh,
that give
absolutely.
you some new tools, or new thoughts, or new ways of looking at things.
What's this one?
Okay, we have another one.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this. Thank you again. I hope you are too.
I am. I'm gonna.
Oh, the angel! Isn't it amazing? Oh, that angel is so much love in that angel.
Yeah, I forgot I brought an angel.
Yeah, and there's so much of it in there, and that angel is very blessed. Were you given that as a gift, or did you buy that?
Well, sort of a gift, I suppose.
That's not one of the ones did I give you an angel?
No.
I'll have to give you when I get some more. The angel is representing to you not to turn back, to move forward.
Okay.
Okay. To be strong and forgiving. Okay. You and I agree to say we forgive. Now we have to act it.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
God, that sucks when you hear messages like that. And also told me
I think it's a good message. We're going to gong on that message.
There you go.
Forgiveness.
Right. Folks, this is an awesome show, and I'm excited. If you have any questions for Jane or I, we will answer them.
We certainly will.
Okay, and one of the things that I want to tell you with that angel, the angel is the heartbeat of your life.
Angel is the heartbeat of
It's the heartbeat of your life.
Okay.
Okay. You have an angel in your third eye.
I do. Okay.
You also have a lot of lavender, light lavender around your aura. You have a beautiful aura.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't see auras, but I've been blessed to see them, or I don't actually see them. My spirit sees them. They give me the messages. See, I don't see a lot of the things, but my angels do.
And they tell you.
And they tell me.
And how do you listen?
Very carefully.
Kind of like when Mary came through. Be careful.
Yeah. How I actually allow them to speak. I'm just a tool.
You give them space to come in.
I give them the space to tell you.
And you don't think it. You don't think it's. You're thinking it. You just allow it to be there.
Right. I also have a lot of years, a lot of years to weigh out the negative energy with the positive energy. Okay. And as people know who've ever come to my office, they know I don't sugarcoat. I don't believe in doing that. I think that, let's be honest, life is not peaches and cream. And your loved one who has passed was not always the perfect person. And all people want to hear is all this good stuff. If I give someone, will say, your dad in the end turned out to be very, very wonderful. He wasn't always the nicest person in the world. He had his bad moments. Okay. And for me to say, he was always good would be hypocritical. Okay. I also am going to have you shuffle it down. Do you have another one?
Another what?
Thing to give me?
Another thing?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know what you'd get from this.
Not really getting anything on that. But that angel, I want you to leave right there.
Oh.
We're going to get more power to here, okay?
Get more power into the cards. Okay?
Right.
We'll shuffle the cards.
The beads here in this. Oh, what a blessing. What a blessing, Jane. Your journey hasn't even really begun yet.
I know, I got 40 years ahead of me. I'm going to be 101, right?
Yeah. But your journey really hasn't. You just are in the iceberg, tip of the iceberg,
It's
so to
the
speak.
tip of the iceberg. Oh my God!
Okay.
It's taken me 60 years to get
we're,
here.
we're still newbies.
We're still newbies.
Yep.
I know, there's a lot to learn.
Yeah, I love it when all these people, I've done this, and they get all upset when I call them a newbie. Because you know what? When we stop learning,
I'm not upset when you call me anything. I just take it with whatever it is what you're getting in the moment.
Well, I feel this way. The day I stop learning, then I better give up.
Exactly.
I learned from you.
Even experts learn.
Right.
They're students.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Continue on the journey. And you put a lot of hot energy in there, if you don't mind. Okay.
I'm going to put this here and show people. I actually, in my house, I keep it like that around that little basket.
I also am going to have you. Okay.
So what do you want me to do?
Take out 3 cards.
Want me to flip them over?
Nope. Okay. I'm going to have you point to the one you want started with. Okay. The last 6 years have been very hard for you, very rough for you. When you're starting to see the bright light now, you're starting to see things are starting to get better. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Your journey in life, and for the last 6 years, I would say, or 6 years, 6 years ago, has been really dark side. It's been really, not evil, but just you've had to go through a lot of emotional crisis, almost a borderline of nervous breakdown to where you are today. Okay?
Okay.
But the rewards are being tremendous for you because you're able to help other people. Okay.
And that was a 6 of spades. You
Right. Oh, yeah, this is a 6 of spades, folks. Usually when I get a spade, I can usually either get a month or the year.
I see.
Okay. Sometimes a week, but week is really too close, but I will do it that way. And I work with a lot of numbers. So if I do the 6, okay, usually tell that you had 6 years or you were for a lot of these screws. But I'm also telling you are now in, this is the 8 of diamonds.
Okay.
Okay, and this is telling me, the 8 of diamonds is telling me, wow, there's some wonderful, wonderful changes coming around you that you need to let happen for you and stop hesitating with it.
Stop hesitating.
You've earned the right to have it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, or you can sit back and not earn the right to progress.
Okay.
Okay, you understand what I mean
That's
by
the
that?
8 of diamonds.
Right. August should be a very good month for you.
August? Great. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to it. That's at 8.
Yeah.
8 months.
8, and that tells me 8 months. June is going to be a little cloudy with nothing major, okay?
Okay.
Don't allow yourself to get into such a routine that you forget to grow. Because you can very easily be going into a routine.
Yes.
Okay? Now it's not.
I can let go of getting and get into a rut very easily.
Are you ready to meet someone special? This
I
is a
am.
kid.
I've been asking for a long time.
Okay.
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, that's a King of Hearts, young lady, for her. Give me 3 more.
King of Hearts. All right. King of Hearts means I'm going to meet the man of my dreams?
Yep.
How soon?
It may not mean of your dreams.
Well, that's what I need. I don't want a man that's not going to be the one I want.
You will. He's going to be a man that you will least expect.
A man that I will least expect.
He's very spiritual. Boy, is he tall.
Oops.
Look at that. Oh, we had the spirit of the bird talking to us.
We've got that's a chirping
Is that your phone?
what do you call it?
Chirping bird.
The black bugs.
Yeah.
Cricket. It's
Cricket.
a cricket.
There you go.
Is that a real cricket or is that coming off of the
I mean, it's the sign of the angels.
It says something the angels that's from God.
I've actually
It's a spiritual
there you
cricket
go.
from God.
There you go. I've actually seen in the other room there. I actually used to see a lot of spirits in that room.
Which room?
In the old studio. Remember the old
Oh,
studio?
I
The
was
old
never in
part?
the old
No,
studio.
the one that we had out back before we moved into this room.
Oh yeah, I loved it out there.
Yeah.
Did the
Yeah.
windows? And
Yeah. July it could be kind of decision-making time. Okay? It's the 7th month, so you have some decisions to make. Do you want to continue being strong and fortress, or do you want to take and become stalemate with a lot of things? You have a lot more challenges coming.
Okay.
And I know you're always going to make the right decision, but don't weigh it out quite so much.
Okay.
Be a little more spontaneous.
I will.
You only learn from mistakes that we might make.
That's true.
Okay.
7 of clubs that was.
Oh, yeah, okay. And there again, so would you say that for 15 months or 15 years you were kind of like a lost spirit? You just recently got back into finding out who you were?
I'm still looking for who I am.
You know who you are. You're Janee King. You are a very well-known drummer.
Mm-hmm.
You make drums.
Mm-hmm.
You are, now it's time to be boisterous.
Boisterous, you mean?
Yeah.
Which means speak loudly?
Speak loudly. Hey, I'm Janee King, and I'm here, and I got something to say.
Okay.
This is part of who you are with your TV show.
Okay.
Okay. Be proud and never hide back who you are.
All right. Gong to that one.
So we're going to get rid of all this negative energy, okay?
Negative energy and get it out of here.
And there you are.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. So there you are. And look at that. It's right by an angel. So the person that I'm seeing you with is very spiritual.
Oh, good. It has to be.
Financially, he's okay.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have to support anybody.
Oh, that's good.
That's the good news,
I don't
right?
want to support any. I want him supporting me.
There you go.
On some level.
Do you like venison?
I can come and go with venison.
He's a hunter.
He is. Really.
But he doesn't waste anything, so I
Oh,
can
good.
accept
Well,
that.
I could use
okay?
more deer hides.
Yeah, okay. He's the one who loves animals.
Okay.
He respects animals, but he's one that believes that the spirit, or God as you call him, I call it the universal spirit.
Universal spirit, yeah.
Sends you to, like to hunt for his own food. He likes the wilderness. He likes to get his own, what do they call them, wild turkeys
Okay.
and stuff. But the thing I honor this man with is he honors whatever he gets. Okay?
Well, that's good.
And
So what did you get about the Queen of Hearts? What
the
did
Queen
that
of Hearts, that's you.
Yeah.
They're telling me that, however, you cannot allow that you're going to meet this person.
Oh, okay.
You're going to learn a lot from him,
Okay.
and he's going to learn a lot from you.
Good.
You
That's
are
what we
about
want.
5 years older than he is.
Good. That's what I want. A younger man.
You're a cougar.
I'm a cougar. What does that mean?
They call the younger women more of, the older women that go after younger men. For some reason, they call them cougars.
Oh, they'd call them cougars?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I got cat energy.
There you go.
Some of it.
I also will tell you there's a 10 of spades.
Clubs.
Clubs, rather, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I also will tell you that you have made a lot of right decisions for you.
Thank you.
You have made a lot of growing, but you made some mistakes. But there's no such thing as a wrong decision.
That's right, because we all grow from them.
it. There's no such thing as failure unless we allow ourselves to
Exactly,
be on that
our
pinnacle.
own choice.
You've been there. I've been there.
Right.
A lot of people disagree with me. This is for the studio, if you don't mind.
For the studio? You drawing a card for the studio?
Look at that. We got 5 more years of success here.
5 more years of success, and you got that from a 5 of diamonds.
Yes, sir. We got 5 more
Yes, sir.
years. We're on the right
It sounds like a
path.
Springfield saying, yes, sir.
Well, I
That's how
feel
they
like
speak in my neck of the woods.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
It was really funny when I went back home, up there. It was like I had never lived there before.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
And
40
you probably never
years,
wanted to go
50
back.
years. No.
because you
There's
went
no
from there to
longer a
London.
store.
That's right.
Yeah.
The store is gone.
Yeah.
No more gas pump in the
No
middle.
more gas
And we didn't even
pump.
know it was the middle of town. It was just sort of in the middle
Right.
of nowhere.
And I lived right next to it. That's all a yard there, a lawn, and right across the street.
Oh, you
That's
live-
another place I lived there, too.
Oh, you lived there too? That White House across the street? That big
No,
old
no.
house?
I lived across the street from that White House.
Oh, okay.
There was a little camp, a shack up there.
Oh, okay.
And then they had that White House that my very dear friend, her name was, isn't that awful? Dorothy Hathaway. She and I, nobody liked either one of us.
Oh, so you
So we clung together.
became kind of got together.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way it works, isn't
Yep.
it?
And,
Did you ever know the Pattons? They have the Patton farm. They have the farm.
Oh,
up
yeah.
there.
I know them all really well.
Yeah.
David Patton, Malcolm Patton.
Malcolm.
Malcolm Patton married
Dallas.
Cheryl. Dallas Patton. Malcolm Patton married Cheryl DeForge. I think her last name was
Okay.
Ford. Okay.
Well, they're still there.
Yep.
They still have their farm there, and actually Darren Patton, who's one of the younger ones, he's younger than you, he's younger than me, used to be my mechanic. He has his own Sargent's
Really?
garage. He has
Yeah.
a garage right there by the farm, so
Oh, wow.
he used to fix my car and stuff.
Isn't that
When
amazing?
I lived there, I used to go by there every day. My dad lived in Springfield, like right near where you were. That's how I knew McDaniel's Marshall.
Yeah, we used to, my friends used to live up, you go up over by the pond there, and there's a hill.
Yep.
You go up over the hill, and they used to be the first house, and all that's trees up there now. It's like I said, it was like I had never, ever been there.
Well, 40 years, a lot of trees can
Yeah,
grow.
40, 50 years.
40,
But you
50
know
years.
what? I wouldn't change it.
No. You can't.
Nope.
You can't change it.
Nope.
You might as well love it and learn from it and figure out who you are.
And when I did have fun, I had a lot of fun memories there too. Like the old George Hill at the Bogger, we used to
Oh, yeah, you
take
must-
toboggans
Uh-huh.
and slide down. We could slide there in the wintertime.
Right. I
My
remember that when I
foursome
grew up,
mother-
too.
yeah,
We used
there
to be
was
able to go out on the
another
road
kid.
and use the road as
Yeah.
a hill to
My
slide.
mother used to make popcorn
Really nice.
and with caramel,
Uh-huh.
on a wood stove.
Okay.
Or we get maple, or she'd tap a tree, we get that maple syrup, make it into ice
So
things.
your mother, this is a different mother than
Yeah,
the one who
foster
died?
mother.
Your foster mother.
Yeah, it's mothers were like my foster mother. I had the most incredible mother in the world.
Really?
She taught me a lot. And one time I had a lady that come in that actually communicated with my real mom. Nobody had ever done this before.
Oh.
And she came in and she communicated with my real mom and my foster mom. It was like a battle going on between the two of them. And I also, another reason why I know I'm a spiritual, or knew I was, that I had it, was I was working at the Merrimack County Nursing Home.
Uh-huh.
And I was living in this White House. I was like 18 or 19. I could always remember this spirit came onto my bed. And she said, I am here for you. They go, oh. And she had the most beautiful red hair, so I knew it was my mother bringing it up. And she had a beautiful like chiffon gown on, but I could not see her face.
Wow, how beautiful is that?
It was. And that's when I started to say, okay.
Wow.
And I went to touch her, and she disappeared.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we never know what kind of spiritual experience we're going to have that's going to awaken us to our spiritual selves and our guides and our angels coming in. So we've only got like a minute left. So.
Really? Well, then I want to thank you for allowing me to come. Boy, that's I'm used to 2. But
and I'm used to 2 hours. This is only an hour show, but thank you for being here, Norm, and doing my reading of my cards and my angels and my
the one thing
stuff.
I will tell you that there is love on the way for you.
Thank you.
That you have to allow it to happen.
It's good to know. I got to allow it.
It's in the town that you're growing, that you live in now.
Really? Okay. Well, I'm right there waiting.
All right.
I'm not waiting. I'm right there.
Yeah.
And so thank you for coming,
And
thank
also
you for
my
being with
pleasure.
us today. I'm sorry nobody called
I got to
in,
book
but-
you to come back on my show now.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that when we get off the air. I just want to let everyone know that in 2 weeks, Wendy Fletcher's going to be here, a good friend who does also psychic readings, and she lives down in Wyndham, and she's going to come up and be on the show, talk about what she does as far as she's also a Reiki practitioner. And then on the 22nd of May, it's not my good friend, a friend from Barbara Brennan School of Healing, where I graduated in 2000, one of my colleagues, Isabel Tierney, is going to be on. And she's going to call in and be on the airwaves with me, talking about what she does. And she lives in Boulder, Colorado, and she helps people in relationships. She does some really wonderful things. So until then, thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you, Norm, for being here.
My pleasure.
We'll gong out and take a deep breath and have a great weekend. Remember, your heart knows the way.
And be